or sending their representatives. This indeed has shown how significant they take the umbrella body of all youth organizations in the state. As I noted during our inauguration as state executive officer, that as the state chairman, my administration holds so much and even better potentials for Zamfara youth and for Nigeria as a nation. We will make depth efforts to ensure opportunities are not wasted. It is against this background that the State Executive Council of the National Youth Council of Nigeria decided to organize this conference, the first of its kind in the history of NYCN in Zamfara State. Distinguished invited guests, this conference was organized with the aim of uniting youth leaders, stakeholders, and policymakers to discuss critical issues of utmost importance that include elections, security, and the new NERA redesign and cashless policy. And you are all invited here in consideration of the significant roles you all play in these sectors and youth development in the first state. Also, as we choose to write with our present, our future, and our firm belief that what we did is what will definitely be read out as our history. For that, we have chosen to unveil the hidden strengths and creative potentials in our youth to make them useful to our dear state and the grassroots communities by inaugurating the coordinators of the local government caretaker committees and the Advisory Council of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. This set of people we are inaugurating today, we believe that they are creative minds with innovative ideas, entrepreneurial, with active record of participation in community development, works that promote peace, progress, growth, development of our state. There is no doubting the evident fact that insecurity has contributed in no small measures in underdevelopment of our dear state and attendant rise in unemployment. Let me use this opportunity to commend the effort of His Excellency, the State Executive Governor, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matawallah Maradun, for deploying every strategy within the precinct of the law to shatter the wings of terrorists, bandits, kidnappers, and all other shades of criminal entities working against our collective progress as a state. As umbrella organizations of youth, we must want sternly the youth in the state not sit by and watch the integrity of our state being impinged on in any way or allow our peace, unity, and sovereignty be denigrated upon under any guise. We therefore advise all young people in the state to refrain from any sort of crimes and call on the security agencies to spare no one who contributes in any measure to further stop the embers of insecurity. Crime does no one any good. We therefore advise all energies be channeled towards more productive visitors. As I made it known during our various visitations with security outreach in the state, NYCN will continue to forge a strong and efficient partnership with all security agencies in tackling crimes and insecurity by working together on preventive strategies and superior intelligence to counter all related limits. Let me use this opportunity to commend the state government, particularly the state governor, for engaging youth in governance by appointing honorable commissioners, special advisors, director generals, special assistants, senior special assistant, and special assistant. Indeed, Governor Matawallah Maradun has done what no governor in Nigeria did by involving youth to fully participate in the governance of their state and by placing their future in their hands. In a similar vein, let me call on the state government to look into the possibility of reviving the state skill acquisition programs across the 14 local government areas of the state. These programs before provide massive trainings for youth in innovative aspects of skills for youth empowerment, with strong emphasis on technical and vocational education training, as designed by the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sport Development and NYCN national body. This program, to my belief, will create more jobs and will in those small measures contribute and not be dependent on members' monetary intervention whenever a program like this arrives. I call on all you to rise concertedly to ensure that beyond the possibilities or potentials that abound, productivity should be attained with measurable parameters.
Which is very strategic. It's a conference in consolidation of peaceful election, the 2023 general election. For me, as critical as this thing portrays, it would have been simply the role of the youth in the coming election. We just call it the role of the youth because for me, youth are the engine room, the pillars of any society, every society, not me not say any, but every society. The youth, in terms of the Nigerian state, they represent the good, the bad, and the ugly side of the coming election. Because it is the youth that are the soldiers, they are the police, they are the election workers. Virtually the youth will do the greater percentage of the election work. So it means sensitizing them is as important as the election itself. So I want to commend the Zamfara State Youth Council for coming up with a conference, even though it will have come earlier than now, but there is a wise saying that says it is always better late than never. So I commend you for coming up with a conference now so that we can be better informed about election and the topical issues associated with the election. Talking about naira currency redesign, talking about security. In fact, all these are the components of the election, and addressing them is as good as talking about the election itself. I say the good, the bad, and the ugly because the good ones are those who will do the election work, from the supervisors to the presiding officers to even those who will cast their votes, because the youth will do the majority of the work. So we hope these good ones will maintain the status quo so that they will do the right thing. And then the bad are those who are still fence-sitters, who have not decided to do good or bad. And I am sure with this